Together what happened here today, or last night, I'm sorry. The coroner's been here and they've recovered most of the bodies, unfortunately, that were ejected and the bodies that were inside the bus. Our multidisciplinary accident investigation team is out here right now. They've plotted the scene, they've taken photos, collecting evidence, and that's basically what we're doing out here right now. We also had an air unit above taking aerial photos to photograph the entire area so that it'll assist in the investigation. As of right now, we don't have, obviously, a cause of the collision, and that's what we're trying to do here is find out exactly what happened. And that's pretty much what's going on right here, going on right now.
Can you talk about the Mexican consulate? Are they out here right now?
No. To my knowledge, no. They were out here last night, and again, they were out here trying to not only help, obviously, the individuals involved, but also trying to help us identify anybody that might have been involved that's a Mexican national. And of course, we're here also to help them out and try to help the families out from this tragic accident.
We talked about you guys trying to retrieve the list of passengers.
Yes.
Have you been able to do so?
No, and the reason we haven't been able to do so is the bus is still very unstable. We want to make sure the bus is stable before anybody goes inside that bus. Hopefully once that happens, then we'll be able to retrieve whatever documentation is inside that bus to help us determine who exactly was a passenger in that bus and at least be able to put the names together.
Right now there are conflicting reports of how many people were in the passenger bus. 38 or maybe 40 something. Do you have an exact number?
It's somewhere in the 30s. I believe what they're trying, the numbers, I think, add the occupants from the other two vehicles. I don't know exactly the total amount of victims that were injured. I don't know exactly, who's been released from the hospital, who hasn't. We do know that when the victims were transported, it was minor to major injuries to the occupants of all the vehicles. Well, right now we probably have about 8 fatalities. Sorry?
Right now, 8 fatalities. And we do know that witness accounts are very important and crucial in piecing this tragedy together and knowing how it happened. What have you heard from witnesses? What have been their accounts of this?
Speaking with witnesses and also the drivers of the vehicles, speed seems to be a factor, but we do not know what caused the bus to speed down the mountain road, whether it was some type of mechanical failure or possibly driver error. And that's what the investigators are trying to determine, is what caused the bus to accelerate and cause the collision.
There's a report of brake failure.
That's what we're going to look at. Again, if there was mechanical failure, whether it was the brakes or some other issue, then that's what the investigators are going to look at. Once the bus is taken from here, there'll be an inspection done to the bus by the investigators here to determine if there was any type of mechanical failure.
As for the driver of the bus, what can you tell us about? Is it male or female?
I believe it's a male driver. He was transported to a hospital. He has been interviewed by the investigators. I don't know exactly, what information they obtained from the driver.
We were talking about this earlier during our live interview. Now that I'm seeing it for myself, I kind of see where you're coming from with that emotional statement. Talk about this, what it looks like to you, a man who's been doing this for a pretty long time. I mean, it's pretty bad.
It is a horrific scene, as you can see. It's a tragedy. It's probably one of the worst collisions that I've actually witnessed in my career. And again, we were trying to do our best to help the victims and trying to do our best in trying to find out exactly what happened last night.
How long do you think this road will be closed?
It'll probably be a few more hours. Again, the bus is still unstable. We're still finishing up the investigation. It'll be a few more hours before we can open up the road.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
And that's Mario?